isn't it funny sometimes when you're scratching through your hard drive, you come across something from years ago that you'd all but forgotten about, only for it to all come flooding back to you when you start to watch it again? Well, this is one of those videos. Now, I'm fairly friendly with a farmer who has this piece of hill ground, and it is as remote a place as I have ever shot on before. Now, you do see the odd tree and even a bit of forestry in the background on some of the neighbouring lands, but in his section there's neither a bush nor a tree for a buddy to hide behind. But there is this old cattle trailer. Now, the farmer doesn't know how it got there. It was actually on the land when he bought it, but it's the only thing on his ground for a person to hide in. Now, it's not in great shape, as you have to be careful you don't fall through the holes in the floor, but I decided to use it for my base of operations for the day. Now, this is sheep ground. It's about all this ground is used for. There's no way you can cut silage up here, believe you me. The farmer's told me he's seen a lot of hooded crows up here, so I've come up to see if I can reduce their numbers a bit. I do have a dead rabbit for bait, but I don't have a dead crow for a decoy, so hope this magpie would do the same job. Even though there's not as many magpies up this high, it's more hooded crows and ravens. Okay, that's the bait and the decoy out. Now to get myself sat down and comfortable without falling through the floor. The rifle is my Ruger 1022 Custom. The scope is an old Dabin 2-10x50 DMP, and I can't remember what the ammunition was, but it's a .22 LR using subsonic hollow points. The first bird that arrived was a wee bit of a mystery, but I think on closer inspection it was a raven. But it didn't seem interested in the rabbit at all, more hoking around in the long grass and reeds, so it might have been looking for ground nesting birds. But ravens are protected in the UK, so I left it alone. Now, besides seeing the raven, I had sat for 4 hours this morning and neither seen hide nor hair of a crow. But I had one last trick in my pocket, a crow call. Now, I usually don't use crow calls because I don't think I'm very good at them, but I was getting quite desperate by this time. Better put that thing down some before you hurt yourself. Now, whether it was persistence or just sheer luck, but a crow finally turned up, though he was still too far away for a shot. Oh no, not the crow call again. My word, they're talking back to me. Eat your heart out, Doolittle. Finally, after over 4 hours, I've got myself a hooded crow. Well, the call worked for one crow. If I blew on it enough, would I get more crows? What do you know, hey? It worked again. Oh, hang on, don't go away. That's another one down, thanks to the crow call. I wonder if I should blow it again. No, maybe not. That's a lot of crows. But I need them on the ground to shoot them with the rifle. But thankfully, after they calmed down a bit, they landed nearby. Ah, nuts, that's the one I was about to squeeze the trigger on. The problem I have at the minute is the camera is actually sitting higher than what the rifle is. So even though the camera can see them fairly well through the reeds, I can't get a clear shot at them with the rifle. This has proven fairly frustrating. I've never had as many crows on the ground in front of me and still not be able to get a bead in one of them. Then finally I noticed this one, standing out in the open. I sat a wee while longer, but between the camera battery about to die and my stomach telling me it was food time, I decided to quit. Now let's see what we've got. Our rabbit bait done well, and our magpie decoy sitting on my wee wire cradle. That's the first bird we shot. There's the feathers. That 40 grain subsonic. Something really hard. Through the heart, drop them on the spot. The second bird up here. Again, he didn't go too far. One or two broken feathers. Shot one in there. Came out the other side too. Dropped him. Where's the third one now? shot and just at the corner of the wing there. Good hard and long shot. There's quite a few crows sitting around that there, this area, but with the way the reeds were, the camera could see the birds but I couldn't with the rifle, so I had to wait till I got one I could get a shot at, and this was it. I'd say this is a young bird. He's a wee bit smaller in stature than the others, but 3 birds, even though I had to sit for 4 hours to get them. A decent job, but by the look of the camera footage I have, there must be at least a dozen flying about here in this big hill ground. Big open ground. Nothing much more than sheep on it, very little cover. A lot of woodland over there, so that's probably where the birds are roosting up in that. That's what happens to anything that goes over in its back in this country. It doesn't stay alive for long, ends up crow bait. Well, that was a long wait for 3 hooded crows in such a bleak but strangely beautiful place.